Okay, so there's always a way to get to high performance, but not necessarily with any method.
I think I know where you're going, and there's no one system that'll get you high performance. It really has to be an integrated whole. If you have a modest performance envelope and a modest performance HVAC system and a reasonable design, the net result can be a very, very high performance house. If the design is whatever the design is and you try to make it high performance, even with a fantastic budget, it's still really, really hard to do if it's not part of the original concept.
You begin with energy modeling and a specific plan. You don't change horses midstream or try to make something that wasn't meant to perform as an afterthought.
Right, right. Adding performance afterward is really tough. When performance is one of the design goals from the blank sheet of paper, it is way easier and way cheaper to do. Too many times we get caught up in trying to make something high performance that doesn't really lend itself to it. And sometimes people's performance goals for energy consumption, for example, aren't really reasonable for the climate or the site or something like that. You know, it's tough in our business to be quoting what is clearly supposed to be a solar-powered house that I look on Google Earth or something and it's on the north side of a giant mountain and I know it's not going to get any sun, so sort of high performance, but not really.
So this seems to speak more to the new construction realm than it does to remodeling situations.
It's difficult to change what a building is after it already exists. To do a fantastically high-performance new building is a pretty straightforward techniques to it. If you're doing a renovation or an addition to a building, you really have to have reasonable goals in mind. You're not going to take a 120-year-old Victorian and make it a zero-energy home. Taking in a renovated building and trying to cut its fuel bills down by 80%, that can be really tough to do and really, really expensive, but cutting them by 40% or 50% may not be so bad. I think having reasonable expectations on the way in makes everybody's life a lot easier.
Is 40% about your typical target?
For new construction, no. We're actually used to seeing, energy consumptions between 30 and 40% of what they would have been originally. And if we get involved in the design process before the design is fixed, we've gotten structures that are consuming 1/5 of what all their neighbors are on a per square foot basis, let's say.
That sounds pretty good.
The people enjoy it, and they get way less freaked out when you start hearing about expensive fuel for the winter.
Okay, thank you. I think that's good.
Thanks, it's been a pleasure.